Alongside Josh Komnick, Jeff Benjamin with you. Fourth quarter about to get started. Railers with an 8-3 quarter in the third. They've got a 25-point advantage, 38-13 as we start the fourth. On the floor for the Railers, you've got Olden, Horsham, Cook, Block, and Bolby. Jacobs fires a three for Springfield. That's up and good. He has 9.
He's been their bright spot. Jacobs shooting the ball pretty well from the outside.
38-16.
Got 3 threes.
Bolby's going to try one from long range. That's off, no good. Rebound to Stevens. Up to Nelson. Down the lane. Flips it over to Church. Church wasn't ready for it. Ball loose. Fighting for it. Horsham out of there with it. Up quickly to Olden. Joey's going to take it strong. Kicked it back out to nobody. Turnover. Back to the Senators. Dorr down the sideline. Back up to Nelson.
I think the Railers are getting in some positions, some bad positions that turn the ball over. Normally Joey's not a guy that goes down to the baseline and got it down there and turned it over. So a couple turnovers in a row there for Joey.
Well, and you know, that's the one bad thing about games that seem easy is Stevens turns from 10 in the lane and hits his first points of the night, 38-18, is when you get up by this many, you start doing things you wouldn't normally do, and it's a game like this that you can start developing bad habits.
Yeah, and tend to relax a little bit, and that will that'll get you on the bench pretty quickly.
Foul's going to be whistled on Isaiah Nelson. That's his first, as he was holding on the block trying to cut through the lane. Backdoor from Gavin to Joey was cut off. Max fakes the three, top of the key, kicks back out to Horsham. That's a long way away, but he hits. Tyler's first three.
Tyler hasn't hit. I was going to say Tyler hasn't hit one tonight, and he's usually good for a couple, but Tyler gets that one to fall.
Well, you always talk about how Tyler hits them in bunches. Gavin with the steal. Kicks it over, tried to kick it over to Tyler, but Jacobs stepped in the way and gets the steal. 6 minutes to go. Church, 17-footer, baseline, shot it up hard, blocked the rebound. Gavin, hands off to Cook, spins in the lane, over to Gavin. Thought about the three, didn't take. Railers up 23. Gavin hands off now to Cook. Cook down the lane. Hands off to Bolby on the baseline. The reverse off the glass is good.
Yeah, great reverse layup. He saw big Obadiah Church underneath was going to try and block a shot, but as we've seen, Bolby's been really good at reverse layups.
Foul's going to be whistled on Jacobs as he and Gavin were both going for a pass. And he came over the back of Gavin. Joey and Horsham will take a seat. Podbelsic back in. Bobby Donofsky in the contest for the first time for the Railers. And I have a feeling we're probably going to see a few more off the bench here before the fourth quarter ends.
Yeah, we'll be subbing in quite a bit here.
Gavin, hands to Bolby. Reverse again. Up and good. Bolby rather now with 14. 45-18. Approaching the 5-minute mark. Dorr, Jacobs, he's been their shooter. Hits again. 45-21. And you take a look at Coach Al. 5 minutes to go. Railers up easily. That's, you know, we're letting a three-point shooter get free. We should know he's their shooter by now, and he's not happy.
Yeah, he's gotten loose a couple times and has done a good job of knocking them in. But the Railers got to keep playing.
Gavin down the lane. Bolby again, fakes, little jump hook, back rim, no. Bolby the rebound, kicks back out. Max, three, up and good. 4.5 to go. Railers up 48-21. And again, Springfield will not have Jacobs again in the corner. This one crawls out, rebound to Cook. Max stops, top of the key, three, up and good. 51-21. Josh, with that three, the Railers have now made 200 threes this season.
Wow.
And we've got something's gone out onto the court. So it was just the officials' time. Adam Conrady checking in for the first time for the Railers. Cruz back in. But yeah, that is perfect Max Cook. You know, season opening, finds that opening top of the key and decides, I'm going to take it here.
Well, we've talked when he's in rhythm and shoots it, he's been knocking him down. But it's when he hesitates just a little bit. We saw that hesitation in the corner early in the game where he wasn't quite, his feet weren't quite behind the line. He hesitates, shot it way off. That time he steps right in rhythm and drains it.
Will Cook in, Peyton Ebelair in. Boy, and if you're Aaron Hopp, pretty good game to dress for the varsity for the first time. Looks like you're probably going to get some minutes tonight.
Yeah, they're like Hopp's going to hopefully get in for his first varsity action.
51-21. Railers up 30. Donofsky to a cutting Will Cook into the contest. Will back on top to Ebelair. Cook on the right wing. Dribbles with the left hand. Hands off to Cruz. Cook will bring it around top of the key at the free throw lane. Spins in the lane. Little floater will go down.
Nice spin move, and he does that a lot. He does that a lot on the sophomore level, and not quite sure he could do it here, but he did. Will Cook with a little spin move in the lane, and you're gonna hear a lot of his name in the next couple years also.
Tipped by Ebelair, but it did go to Kincaid. Jacobs, right side, another three. That's up and good again. He now has 15-9 here in the fourth quarter. Ebelair with a hesitation back to Cruz. Cruz down the lane over to Will.
Like to see Adam get the ball into Adam, have him post up hard on the block. Had a really nice game in the sophomore level tonight.
Cruz, 17-footer off the back of the rim, no good. Kincaid, 3-on-1 break for the Senators. Nelson flips it over, nice pass over to Jacobs, who lays it up and in. 53-26, and I would say that's a size mismatch with Conrady and the 6-foot Avery Pearl. Cruz in the right corner. As we tick down to 2 minutes to go, nearing 2 minutes left in this one, Railers up 53-26. Very close to the score from the contest, and that's going to be an over and back as Donofsky's pass out of range for Will Cook to track down. Yeah, 52-29 was the score in their meeting back on January 4th. Cruz will check out. JP into the contest. Jordan Perry. Nelson trying to make a move at the top of the key. Nelson down the lane. Joshua Gretschel into the contest for Coach Matt Reed at the minute 40 mark. Railers up by 27. Gretschel makes a move. Down the lane, Nelson with the floater will not go down. Gretschel and Pearl fight for it. Pearl comes out of there with it, lays it off the glass and in.
Yeah, big rebound by Pearl there and a putback, but Jeff, again, the Railers on the road and look pretty impressive tonight.
7 in a row from the Senators, but this would be the dictionary definition of a little too late.
Yeah.
And then a timeout taken by Coach just to get Hop into the contest for the first time.
Not bad that you could dress your first game and still get to come in.
So does he shoot it as soon as he catches it?
I would. He maybe not want to if he ever wants to see the floor again at the varsity level, but I'd fire that baby up there.
So Hop, the freshman, to Donofsky. Under a minute to go. Donofsky. Ebelair just inside the three-point line, won't go down. Hop tried to grab the rebound, still fighting for it.
Now there you see some of that athleticism that Hop's going to be bringing you for the next counting this year, next 3 years. Just a freshman and lightning quick and can jump. He gets to be 6'2" or 3 or so. Hopefully he does. Watch out.
Foul on Perry as he tripped Kincaid. Only the second foul.
Yeah, haven't been a lot of fouls. You know, I've wanted them to get this game over by 8, and it's going to happen because Indiana and Michigan are getting ready to tip in about 10 minutes.
You think the spread will be 25 in that one?
I don't think it'll be quite that much. It should be a heck of a game, though.
The Isles family got one thrown to them into the front row, and I think
you always got to keep your head up when you're running that front row seat.
Under 15 seconds to go. The Railers are going to win this one. Hop hands back to Donofsky. The final seconds are going to tick off this one. Evelair checks the clock. He's going to hang on to it. And that's the way this one is going to end. A very impressive win for the Railers here tonight with a final score of 53-28. Railers improved to 21-4 on the season, 11-2 in conference. Springfield drops to 3-20 overall. They are 3-11 in the Central State 8. Again, our final score from Springfield, 53-28. Railers with the victory. We'll be back with our post-game show in just a few moments. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.